What if I told you that the United States has built an aircraft so advanced, no enemy radar can truly see it, and no rival nation can afford to catch up? The B-21 Raider isn't just a bomber. It's the physical embodiment of 70 years of American innovation, sacrifice, and the will to stay ahead, no matter the odds. For decades, the skies have carried stories of competition and power, tales of speed, range, and fear. But today, those stories have reached a turning point. The United States is about to field a bomber decades ahead of any rival. While Russia struggles to maintain Cold War relics and China races to imitate, America stands ready to deploy something entirely new. The B-21 Raider, the first truly scalable stealth bomber in history, marks a rebirth of American air power, a triumph of ingenuity over limitation. This isn't just another aircraft. It's the solution to a 70-year problem. Since the dawn of the Cold War, every American bomber has carried trade-offs: range at the cost of stealth, speed at the cost of payload, survivability at the cost of affordability. The B-21 Raider is the first to end that cycle, delivering range without weakness, stealth without prohibitive cost, and adaptability for wars not yet imagined. The legacy that shaped the Raider. For 7 decades, America's intercontinental bombers have defined global reach. Each one, though groundbreaking for its era, carried flaws that the B-21 would one day solve. The legendary B-52 Stratofortress, first flown in the 1950s, remains a symbol of endurance and strength. With a wingspan of 185 feet and a global reach unmatched in its time, it projected American power to every corner of the world. But that massive profile also made it visible on every radar screen. These aircraft are now older than their pilots' grandfathers, proof of their reliability, but also of how long the world has waited for something new. Next came the B-58 Hustler, a supersonic marvel capable of reaching Mach 2. Introduced in 1960, it promised speed as a shield, flying high and fast above Soviet air defenses. Yet the emergence of advanced surface-to-air missiles forced it to fly low, sacrificing its advantage. The Hustler served just a decade, from 1960 to 1970, never seeing combat, but leaving lessons in design and ambition. The F-111 family of fighter bombers, born in the 1960s, offered flexibility, but faced technological hurdles, from engine stalls to experimental inlets. Still, its ability to fly low and fast with a 4,200-mile range made it a tactical asset. Variants became precision bombers and nuclear-capable strike platforms. Yet by the 1990s, their time had passed. The 1980s brought the B-1B Lancer, a machine of muscle and motion. With swing wings and afterburning engines, it promised supersonic penetration. But arms control treaties limited its nuclear role, transforming it into a costly conventional bomber with intricate maintenance demands. The dream of speed met the reality of politics. Then came the B-2 Spirit, a leap into the future. True radar invisibility, a flying wing that defied detection. But that miracle carried a staggering price, over $2 billion per aircraft. Only 21 were built, each requiring climate-controlled hangars and meticulous stealth coating maintenance. The Spirit was perfection, but perfection too expensive to multiply. Through it all, America learned. From the B-52's range, the B-1's agility, and the B-2's stealth emerged a clear mission: create a bomber with all their strengths and none of their weaknesses. That mission became the B-21 Raider. A new chapter begins, Palmdale, California, December 2nd, 2022. Under the glow of spotlights, the B-21 Raider emerged from its hangar. It wasn't just a rollout. It was a declaration. The first truly scalable stealth bomber had arrived. The timeline tells its own story of precision. Rollout, December 2022. First flight, November 10, 2023. Second test jet, September 11, 2025. Low-rate initial production, January 2024, with testing averaging 2 flights per week. Named after the Doolittle Raiders, the heroes who struck Japan in 1942, this aircraft carries a legacy of audacity and courage into the digital age. Unlike its predecessor, the B-2, which dazzled the world but strained budgets, the B-21 was designed for mass production from day one. Its greatest achievement isn't just what it can do, but that America can build it in meaningful numbers. It solves the equation that baffled engineers for half a century: advanced capability at sustainable cost. The Air Force didn't want another expensive prototype. It wanted a bomber that could penetrate the world's most sophisticated defenses, operate globally without forward basing, and remain affordable enough to field a true fleet. The B-21 delivers exactly that. The invisible revolution. What makes the Raider extraordinary isn't what you see, it's what you don't. Its stealth technology represents the next evolution of low observable science. Its radar cross-section smaller than even the B-2's. Multispectral signature reduction minimizes detection across every radar frequency, infrared band, and electromagnetic spectrum. Its range equals or exceeds the B-2's 6,000 nautical miles. Its payload capacity, approximately 30,000 pounds, prioritizes precision over brute force. Its open architecture mission systems allow rapid upgrades to software, sensors, and weapons, ensuring it evolves faster than any potential threat. Maintenance, once the Achilles heel of stealth, has been redefined. The B-21's new stealth coatings require far less labor and cost than the B-2's fragile skin. Its classified Pratt & Whitney engines are thermally masked to reduce infrared visibility. Every curve, every seam, every vent is a whisper of aerodynamic efficiency and invisible heat management. Armament includes the AGM-181 LRSO and B-61-12, B-61-13 nuclear weapons, alongside conventional standoff munitions like JDAMs and other precision strike systems. Future versions may operate unmanned, executing missions autonomously or in cooperation with drone formations. But the B-21's real power lies in its connectivity. It's not designed to fly alone. The Raider is a node, a central brain in an expanding web of American air, space, and cyber dominance. Linked to satellites, drones, and other aircraft, it processes sensor data in real time, sharing information across the entire Joint Force network. It can enter hostile airspace, map threats, coordinate strikes, and direct Allied assets with a level of battlefield awareness never before achieved by a bomber. Beyond bombs, a new doctrine. In previous generations, bombers existed to deliver payloads. The B-21 exists to deliver control. It's a multi-domain hub, a nuclear deterrent, a precision strike platform, and a battle manager rolled into one. Enemy air defense commanders don't just face one stealth aircraft. They face a system that adapts faster than they can react. Against Russia's S-400 and S-500 missile systems, traditional aircraft would be forced to operate from standoff distances. The B-21's advanced signature management breaks that barrier. Russian radar operators may detect a disturbance, but not with enough fidelity to target. By the time they decide, the Raider has already completed its mission. China's challenge is even greater. The People's Liberation Army has spent years constructing layered anti-access defenses across the Pacific. Their strategy relies on volume, overwhelming sensors and missiles. The B-21 bypasses that entire network. It remains undetectable until the instant of weapon release, rendering billions of dollars in enemy systems obsolete. The psychology of deterrence. The Raider's true weapon is uncertainty. Its dual-capable design, able to deliver either conventional or nuclear strikes, forces adversaries into hesitation. Do they escalate against what might be a conventional attack, or hold back in fear of nuclear reprisal? That moment of doubt is deterrence in its purest form. The B-21 doesn't just deter through destruction, it deters through paralysis. Rivals in the rearview, Russia's bomber fleet remains anchored in the past. The Tu-160M, a modernization of a 1980s design, struggles under sanctions and the resource drain of the war in Ukraine. China's upcoming H-20 aims for stealth parity, but remains years, perhaps decades, behind, targeting 1990s Sonu's technology, while America tests operational sixth-generation stealth today. Neither nation possesses the industrial base or material science required for genuine next-generation stealth. While they race to copy yesterday's technology, America is already building tomorrow's. The B-21's projected fleet, between 145 and 175 aircraft, represents a production scale unmatched in stealth history. Each unit costs approximately $692 million in 2022 dollars. The first 5 production lots were reduced from $19.1 billion to $13.8 billion. A 28% efficiency gain. Even with a $122 billion charge in 2024 due to material costs, the program remains within long-term budget goals. This is efficiency at the edge of complexity, proof that disciplined engineering can deliver both capability and fiscal responsibility. Building America's shield. The U.S. Air Force plans for at least 100 B-21s, potentially expanding based on strategy and funding. Ellsworth AFB will host the first operational squadron, followed by Whiteman and Dias AFBs. Northrop Grumman leads production with key partners like Pratt & Whitney, leveraging lessons from past programs to avoid the pitfalls that limited the B-2's fleet size. Together, the B-21 and the upgraded B-52 will form America's future bomber force, a perfect balance of stealth and standoff capability. The B-21 penetrates contested zones. The B-52 launches long-range munitions from beyond. It's a synergy that ensures American dominance across every theater. In the Indo-Pacific, this matters profoundly. The B-21 can launch from the continental United States and strike across the Western Pacific without relying on vulnerable forward bases. That reach, secure, sustained, and unstoppable, reshapes how adversaries think about distance and safety. Challenges ahead. Every revolution comes with tests. The B-21 aims for initial operational capability by 2027, with possible early deployments in 2026. Its stealth technology, though simplified for maintenance, still demands precision handling and expert personnel. Specialized facilities will be necessary, as will constant training to preserve readiness. Emerging counter-stealth technologies, VHF-UHF radars, AI-driven sensor fusion, and hypersonic interceptors will continue to evolve. Yet the B-21's open architecture design gives America an answer: adaptability. It can integrate new countermeasures, electronic warfare suites, or AI co-pilots as threats change. Where older bombers grew obsolete, the B-21 will grow stronger. Budget pressures remain a constant risk. Production setbacks could raise costs. But the larger truth is clear. No other nation is even close. Building an advanced stealth bomber requires decades of investment, rare materials, specialized labor, and national willpower. Even if rivals started from scratch today, they would spend decades playing catch-up. The strategic horizon. The B-21's existence alters the geometry of global power. Regional actors that once relied on anti-access strategies must now account for precision strikes from an undetectable platform. Geography no longer offers protection. The Raider can launch from U.S. soil, cross oceans, and deliver justice anywhere on Earth, without warning. Its open mission system design ensures longevity. As new technologies emerge, quantum sensors, AI decision engines, hypersonic weapons, the B-21 can incorporate them seamlessly. It's not just a bomber built for today's wars, but a platform for tomorrow's imagination. While other nations struggle to field their first stealth bombers, America will already be upgrading a mature fleet. This creates not just an edge, but a canyon of capability, a gap that cannot be easily closed. A symbol beyond steel, the B-21 Raider is more than aluminum, carbon fiber, and composite polymers. It's a declaration of faith. Faith in American engineers, airmen, and taxpayers who still believe that leadership must be earned through excellence. It represents a nation's refusal to surrender its skies, its security, or its future. For the first time since the missile age began, the United States will deploy a weapon system that adversaries cannot effectively counter through numbers, distance, or defense. Russia and China continue to announce programs that promise to match American capabilities, but their words echo in the shadow of a reality already airborne. The Raider isn't a dream. It's operational, it's flying, and it's shaping the doctrine of the next half-century. By the late 2020s, it will serve in numbers that make it a cornerstone of U.S. strategic power, a silent guardian built not just to strike, but to endure. The equation solved. For 70 years, American bombers embodied trade-offs: range versus stealth, speed versus survivability, power versus price. The B-21 Raider ends that compromise. It has solved the equation that eluded generations of designers and strategists alike. It unites the lessons of the B-52, B-1, and B-2 into one elegant machine. A bomber that can reach any target, evade any radar, and adapt to any threat. Built not merely to win wars, but to prevent them. Because peace backed by strength remains the most American idea of all. So when the B-21 Raider takes to the skies, it won't just carry bombs. It will carry the weight of history. 70 years of trial, sacrifice, and relentless progress. It will carry the message that America still leads, not by chance, but by choice. And somewhere above the clouds, unseen and unstoppable, the spirit of the Doolittle Raiders will fly again. Proof that in the land of the free and the home of the brave, innovation still soars higher than fear.